Good morning, everybody. I'm just going to check, is this working? And I think it is. There has been so many comments actually, because I posted this in the Dragontribe group and my private page, and I just got a lot of requests. So I don't know if I'm going to get to everybody. We could be here all day, but what I might do is I'll do a little short one now, and I wanted to go out for a walk, and if I'm able to get, I'll do some out there. I'll just see, because I have my morning is off. Sometimes I find this fun to do. And that is why I do it, is literally for the fun of it all and just seeing what comes in. What happens? Okay, so I think I've shared that now. Please share this on your pages as well. Like, start a watch party. Is that what they call it? A watch party, and see who else needs or wants. I'm going to now find who's commented. And I'm going to kind of pin and pop around because I have the posts in two different places. So that's what I'm going to be doing, if anybody's wondering. I'm just going to intuitively go to the card deck as well, whichever one. I have a couple here. I'm instantly going to the dragons. I will say, let me know what you're feeling this morning. I woke up and I'm having something happen in the third eye, like a detox or something. Yeah. Like a little hangover feeling. And I was like, this is interesting. What's that? So there's so much going on. It's pretty awesome. Lots of clearing happening. And we are in the Venus in retrograde. Yeah, I think a lot of people, whether you're aware of it or not, are having stuff go on in your sleep. I'm really feeling that with all my clients. I'm feeling it with myself. And in saying that, if any of you have mad dreams or remembering mad dreams, having experiences in your dreams, let me know in the comments, because it can be fun to have a look and read through people's going on. Okay, Aisling, Carl, I'm feeling you. I have not seen you in 20 years, I'd say. Let's see what the dragons want to bring to you. Everybody just relax as well if you're with me in this. I put on a wee bit of music. I'm not sure if you're able to hear it or not, if it's coming through. And my intention for this reading is that any clearing that wants or needs to happen for each of you watching this or in the future will happen. Any openings, any shifts, any hooks and loops are there. So any programs we're running, limiting belief stories, energy transfers, anything like that, implants, now we're going to invite them to be released, removed through all time, space, dimensions, and realities, and all planes of existence, right back to the point of creation and beyond. And this is going to go up into the soul family and Akashic records of all of us. So that's the intention set for this space, for any shifts and healings that need and want to happen through the readings and through the light language that may or may not. I'm sure it will come through. So set an intention for what you'd like to receive, because collectively, whatever reading will happen for one is happening for all, because we are all mirrors of each other and we're all connected in some way. So whatever resonates, take it in. Whatever does not, let it wash over you. This is my perspective. I'm human. So it's always that information that comes through me is coming through my programming too. So if it doesn't feel true for you, wash it off. If it does, take it in and allow that truth to seep in, to heal, to shift whatever needs and wants to happen. I'm calling in my dragon now, calling your own. I love the dragons. There's a lot of angelic energy around the dragons this week. So a lot of what I do is quantum energy. We all can do this. And I just use light language to help convey the energy through words, toning, sound. That's it, right? Symbols come in as well. So some symbols may come in. So just stay open, receive. Okay. And if there's anything you don't want to receive, you can just say no or yes if you do. There's no onus in this. Okay. So Aisling, this is for you. Okay, so I just have, I'm using the Diana Cooper deck right now, the Dragon deck. And this is the Alpha Dragon I've just pulled, Aisling. And the Alpha Dragon is super, super powerful. I actually pulled this myself 2 weeks ago. It is about harnessing the divine masculine power of creation. Let me see, can I get this in a screen here for you to see? Destroy the old, visualize your dreams, and help manifest a new world. Instantly, again, a balancing symbol wants to come in to help you in this. When I say balancing, it's always, for me, I either see like the infinity symbol coming in. So I'll invite that in to work through your light body now. And whether you're watching this at a later date, it still works. Time and space don't exist with energy. Okay. So I have a throat clearing happening here. So there may be a truth that wants to be spoken. There may be just a clearing in your throat chakra. So this could be years and years of not us being in our truth, essentially. And even I'm having this clearing still happening. And it's that sense of opening more to us, speaking our own truth to self. Like, we'll admit what we actually believe and want, our secret desires, things we've been afraid to ask for because of, let's say, we don't believe we're good enough, or we've been boxed and repressed so long, or what would X and so think if I actually did that? So let's see what this Alpha Dragon has to say for you. He is definitely showing himself. He's black. He's coming in with chains and he's doing this. Release the freaking chains. It's time to break out of any constructs. Get out of the box that you've been put in, the rules that you've been following. And these are rules or constructs. And these constructs have been put there to keep us safe. They've been put there by society, by education systems, by families, with intentions. You know, the intention wasn't always a bad thing, but essentially this is the end of that. That is old. That is not what your soul wants. Your soul wants to be free to express yourself whatever way you need, free in your body to move, to speak, to sing, to dance, to have joy, to have happiness, to tap into the exquisite taste of life. And that's with food and drink and smelling and breathing and flowers, right? This is very sensual stuff here, Aisling, that's coming into me. I'm seeing like pastures and earthing, a lot of groundwork, a lot of nature. When I say that, like lots of nature activities, lots of you being in nature, super important for you right now. And I know you know this. You are absolutely divinely connected with nature completely, so that you have actually a secret voice with her. And I wonder, do you speak with her in a way that maybe you haven't recognized as a voice that you have for nature, for Mother Earth? But I'm encouraging you to find that voice as well, because that voice will help clear this for you too. Talking to her in that way. What secrets has she for you? Secrets of joy and love. And just when we find it hard to feel like that pure love, the unconditional love essence running through us sometimes, because things can feel heavy. We're carrying people, we're carrying responsibilities. We feel we have, you know, to do things, to be places, to say things, to make things happen, to make things work. And essentially it feels like she gives you a chance through her beauty to experience awe and wonder and joy, once again allowing that flow through you. And that flow of like absolute, when you look at a sunset, or you see a flower opening to the sun, or you notice a bloom happen in your garden, or you smell the salt in the air by the sea, and you're just for that split second, you're transported by nature into the beauty of it all, the wonder of life. And whoa, I'm like feeling this emotionally. Like, this is that innocence of the child, that very, because you have that nature within you divinely. It's always been there. And it's like she's asking you to remember that more and more, because, and this is why the dragon's coming in, because this is the divine feminine of the earth. The dragon's the divine masculine version showing up in this way. Oh God, there's a lot of clearing in my throat with this. Okay, because, what is he coming in to show? I'm just gonna allow him in because he's like super high frequency as well. So, right, your neck, your back, your shoulders, just give them a stretch, and anybody else that's feeling any tightening around that. And right now for me, it's very at the back here. This is the primordial brain. This is a space, and I've seen this so often this last 2 to 3 weeks, actually, probably since the start of the pandemic. That back part of the brain is where we're housing our fear, flight response, the sympathetic, the automatic nervous system, right? So right back here, let me turn down that music. Right back here is where we have the primordial brain, the reptilian brain, the brain that's responsible for keeping us in survival state, keeping us alive. So that's back here, and I'm just feeling that like there's a little tightening there, and that often is mean there's work happening there. So old fears could be coming up, old memories could be coming up, old thought processes, and even if it's not in the conscious mind, the body could be physically feeling it in that sense of there's like tension that needs and wants to be released. And I'm just getting there's stuff going on in the gut as well, because this runs down the spinal column and the cord, and it feeds out into the nervous system, the whole body. And it's how we receive information in as well. It's like how we pick up and attune to the information coming in. So if that information coming in is tuned a certain way, for instance, if it's tuned through somebody's voice of fear or somebody's voice of anger or somebody's voice of judgment, we'll really feel that resonate in us, because that's in control here. So he's kind of coming in, and this is I mean, dragons are reptilian, right? They're not the bad kind. They're obviously the high frequency kind, but they're coming in to say like that's old paradigm, that's old construct, that's old belief systems. It's what's limiting you. It's keeping you housed. When I say housed, it's like we're very housed in the body, rather than entering into the full spectrum of our auric field and the energy surrounding us, the energy that is all of creation around us. And it's hard for us to like put our finger on perhaps inspiration that wants to come in, and allow that inspiration to be swallowed in like the nectar and the honey and the manna that is there for us, but to actually filter out and make sense in the brain system, in the body system, so that we're feeling it and then embodying it and then actually taking an aligned action to create something in our life that we want. I'm just going to take a breath, because there's a lot coming in here on that, and I am speaking quite quickly, so just take a breath, allow that information in. So what does this alpha dragon, want to come in? Don't be afraid of the masculine, okay? Don't be afraid of the power of the masculine. This is not the aggression masculine. This is not the push masculine. This is the divine masculine that comes to your feminine, greets her in love, unconditional love, and asks her, what can I do for you, my love, in union? What can I create with you, my love, in union? So that whatever your dreams are, whatever your desires are, we can make manifest here, right now, together. And this is divine manifestation, whether it feels like purpose work, business work, relationships together, creating babies, creating businesses, creating a home, a beautiful home for a family. This is that type of beautiful creation, creative force. So this dragon is about saying, I'm going to hold him up again to allow, again, look at that infinity symbol in his tail and the spirals running throughout. The spiral, allow that to run through you from your crown down to your sacral, down to your root, and right down to the earth as he comes in. And it's this beautiful velvety bluey black. These are galactic dragons, very connected with Metatron energy. Metatron is an archangel that is very connected with transformation, but also divine, kind of like a spiritual guide for children and those that teach children, those that guide children on earth to be their full selves, not be in repressed or suppressed mode the way maybe we were growing up. So Metatron is coming in big with this too. And these dragons, these alpha dragons, help create the universe. They help create everything that we live in, every part of that balancing yang energy to the yin energy. Okay, so these are the power of physical manifestations. What are you creating right now, Aisling? And all of you out there, what are you wanting to create? What are you afraid to even say you want to create? These are our dreams. Are we allowing ourselves to be visionaries? And visionaries are more than just dreamers. Visionaries take the aligned action steps to make their dreams real. And when I say real, that's because we're in matter right now on Earth. Everything is matter. Like, this is a computer. I'm touching it, right? That's the matter. It's not like I'm running my hand through it. I can feel it. I can hold it. I can smell it. I can sense it using my senses. So what are you creating that will materialize for you? What would you like to call in for that? And this is just the beauty of everything. It doesn't have to be anything spectacular, but what will make you feel, wow, look at the beauty of this. Look at the awe of what I've just created. There's something with kids here. So this might even be like you appreciating, wow, I've created life. And what else can I create from this? What kind of a life can we create and co-create together? So this is about, so I'm just reading what it says in the book here. These guys work with our thoughts. And I was just talking about the primordial brain, which is where we would have survival instinct. And where our thoughts may get manipulated. The divine thought could be manipulated into, I must survive, and I can't do that because it's not safe to do that. So these guys will work with any thoughts of not good enough, not worthy enough, I can't, I'm not able, that's not for me, that's for somebody else, I don't have the resources, I don't have the support, I don't have the finances. Anywhere we're having that kind of heavy kind of don't have, can't, not able, these are here to open us up to the infinite possibilities of perhaps how that could manifest. And can we open enough to receive that in? Because that's the inspiration that comes through. So let me, what else? This is very also linked with the collective thought, these collective limiting thoughts in the collective as well. So for any of those of you watching as well, how can we create not from that limiting lack, but from abundance, inspiration, truth? These guys are huge. So just allow them into the room now. So all of you that have something that you want to build, to create, visualize it now. As they come in, he's just literally attuning me right now, so I'm just going to receive that. It may look like standing behind you, you may feel it in front of you, and just allow that infinity symbol to come through. And Metatron's macabre, that symbol of the star, okay, that's going to come through as well, and that's clearing all your energy centers through your body. And allow that spinning to come in. Just breathe it in, move your body if you need to. Vanishamana ukututa ma atati wa akatanu sutu. Na tatata wachur. Na tatu achur men hesu atu kututu ata katans nam etur. Ni hishop arukum ewa ashur. Na hawa arukum la wa asani e. Na hawala kunama asal wa anihi. Na makawu unhamala wa sanami e. Kush wa antana e. Su shana usukawa shabaru. Yi wa alla wa arkan. So take a breath in. Really working in the brain space. So just allowing that, feeling that perhaps it's like blue light energy working through the neuron systems in the brain. Feels like it wants to calm everything down. So just soften, open, receive, allow the body to move in any direction as your crown aligns. Swim bawa sha kuru malawa sani iba. Kishnamana kutunt ewa alla kurum kesena tutut wakam ewa. So he is asking, this dragon, and I just call it he, it's the divine masculine, is asking if we're prepared and ready to actually let go. And this is where we hold on to stories of what was. We hold on to programs. We hold on to what we feel is our identity, our makeup. And I can kind of explain this in the way in the last week for me, I've been going through, hi Yasmin, I've been going through this other layer of releasing control. And this can be so subtle. It's not like, it doesn't have to be obvious of us holding on to stuff. It could be very subtle. It could be in the way that we control how we are received by others and how we give to them. And we may even fool ourselves in a way to thinking that we're giving from absolute unconditions. But behind that, this is the subtlety, right? This is when I really went in and looked. I was like, oh, holy moly, Mary, you were doing that. You were giving in that way so that you would receive some type of connection or approval or validation of your worth. There was like a worth thing there on that. That's interesting. So notice where we're kind of, even in our giving, what we feel and perceive as good can show up in the shadow. Okay? And noticing how that affects our boundaries in how we say no or how we say yes, or noticing if we're drained energetically after doing something rather than feeling replenished. These are very subtle things that aren't always obvious, and they could be very insidious patterns that run through genealogical lines, ancestral lines. Classic, obvious ones might be the martyr, the victim in the family, the overgiver, the overdoer, and in the masculine maybe showing up as the work hard, work really, really hard, and to receive, to deserve anything you must work really, really hard, work until you drop, and only when you're sick are you allowed to have a rest. It's like all these, this is a classic one in my family, so I'm saying that, okay? So when one gives and gives and gives so much that the cup is empty, but you're giving to save people, to fix people, to heal people, to help people, to serve people, but at the end you're actually left depleted. Was that in the highest good? Was it really in the highest good? Others may be receiving, but were you allowing yourself? And just take a breath in when you're asking that, because this is a very specific message he's asking you. Are you doing this in your family right now? Are you doing it with any friendships? Are you doing it any partnerships, relationships, like intimate relationships? And if it's very subtle, just feel into that. Is it subtle? Is it not that obvious? And right now, is there any loop happening? Are you seeing this pattern show up? Maybe not just in a relationship, but maybe with your clients if you have a business, or maybe in not just your intimate family, but your extended family and your friendships and outside forces. So anywhere where this pattern is showing up is now the time for it to, essentially, these guys are here to destroy the old, okay? To be destroyed. Because these patterns are actually, and just take a breath in and feel into this, they're part of the greater collective enslavement programs. They're what keep us small, right? They're what keep us depleted. They're what keep us following a certain rule or a standard that we set for self, and thereby control ourselves. Not just others controlling us, but it's like we're controlling ourselves in this loop. We will only ever allow ourselves to feel a ceiling of joy, or to, experience a certain level of approval or worthiness, or even with finances on how much we can earn. There'll always be something that will pop up, like the boiler will break down, or a saboteur energy will come in where maybe we're eating healthily and maybe we start sabotaging this, or it'll show up in a relationship. Okay, so just noticing where this is happening, how this is showing up, because this energy is here to say enough. Don't allow this to repeat. Don't be the teacher in the future generations of this repeating. Now is the time for you to take stock of what's not serving you in your life right now. Where isn't feeling wonderful? Where isn't feeling light? Okay, is it physically in the body? Is it stored in the body? Is it in the thoughts, the internal chatter? Or is it in manifestations? We're actually seeing things aren't working out the way that we would love, right? So anywhere that is now, he's coming in to invite you to release, lovingly let go of whomever we're waiting to come to say sorry to us. If there's any holding on of an emotion, a feeling, a need, a want. We've been done wrong, or we've worked so hard and followed the rules that we felt this person wanted to. Could be in a father figure, a mother figure, a teacher figure. And yet we're never really feeling we're receiving from them what we unconditionally need, be it unconditional love, unconditional, it's not the we love you, but there's a but, and you're like, well, what's the but? What do I need to do to make myself feel worthy enough of XYZ, whatever that is? So anywhere that is, I'm going to invite you now just to delete, rescind, revoke any vow, contract, oath you made to yourself, you made to any other person in your life, and just, say sorry. I forgive you if I'm waiting for something from you and you haven't given it to me yet, and I now release and let you go. And if it's with self, if it's your own internal standards and you're waiting for the point that you feel good enough to allow yourself to be your true you, to receive abundance, to receive unconditional love, anywhere that is, revoke, rescind that, delete that across time, space, dimensions, and realities right now. I'm sorry, me, forgive me for maybe holding myself back, for maybe not allowing myself to fully love me 100% unconditionally through all time and space. Be fully accepting of self, of body, of mind, of soul, of spirit, of truth. And just soften your sitting space. So this is where we don't feel safe, okay? So I'm just getting drawn down to your sacred sex area. Open the urethra, your vulva, and your back passage. Just go, soften it, and allow that energy to pass through. Shwani sama ahuri kuru wala sha amt kana hotu kota amshkuno himene e kanu shutudu waditi kwa ashna shunimana kata tutudu atemene e mba awne ma e wa ashuru mba anwe imashwa arur kimena wa ashuru mal wa kairi wa asha kika shana mana usutukutu kata tata tuchuma wa shan awi ish Allah wa ali wa Allah wa akuru. Open the jaw and massage your jaw, just the tension that's in the jaw. Do little horse lips, allow that to soften. And that's often related with the pelvis, like we're holding because we're not 100% safe. We're not safe in relationships or with money or with love. So anywhere that is in the body even, just soften everything and massage that. Because any tension that's held there, what's the emotion? What am I feeling? What am I holding on to? And soften. Just allow yourself to feel your touch. Sensuality is really important for you. Touch. Notice what it's like if you're gently stroking yourself. Is there any uncomfortableness? It's okay, me, I've got you, you're safe. I'm talking to that inner child, allowing that to come out. Okay, you're safe, you're home, you're safe. I've got you, I love you, I see you. What do you want to create with me? What do we need, me? What do we need, me? So this dragon is definitely coming in. There may be massive energy surges happening. You may be feeling or running through a lot like a roller coaster, okay? Or even the hamster wheel effect. It's like I keep doing something and it's not working, and it's like I keep running in the same place. I think I'm letting go, but something's still keeping me stuck. So wherever that is, we're going to revoke and rescind any coding system, any contract down your ancestral line. Right, there is definitely stuff carried through your father line and your mother line there on that about know your place. Do not get too big because it's not safe. Persecution, ridicule, judgment coming up around that. And you've the proof it hasn't been safe in the past. This guy's coming in to say things are different now, and it's the choice. Your soul has expanded to a certain level right now. It's our choice whether we hold on or we let go. And if we're even asking, how do I let go? Take a breath in. And notice what you're feeling in the body. Where is there constriction? Where is there heaviness? And start talking to it. Tsano ko imle wa ashakaru kutum tkaiwe ishe. For Anshamana Otukotu, Samta Awaleki, wa Ashantaka, Witi, looking for clarity, looking to see the next step forward, to take the next path. Kwala Ushuru Ura Amana, and anywhere there's any veils around the third eye, any distortion energy, any protection shields, we're going to invite that to be released. Swa Shunamana Ihiki, he's coming in with his tail to kind of go Shtarkam for all of us. Sanu Kulu Wala Wakewa, Wukamba Waishi, Mbawani. Urlu wa asharu inma alkara You might feel a lot of hot energy running through, and just let it go. Good, okay. Journal, what are you feeling? Connect with your body. So there's a lot that's going to come up, okay? So connect every hour, every 2 hours. I would say put reminders on your phone, just asking, what am I feeling right now? And becoming that in tune with your physical body, because your body is fucking magnificent. It is so, you have a sensitivity that it's the next level. And many years of abuse, I'm going to use the word abuse, whether it's self-abuse, whether it's the self-talk abuse, whether it was from others, the word I'm feeling is abuse, okay? That this body is looking for a way to feel safe so it can signal you the truth, and each of you can have a conversation. And when you allow that conversation with your body, with your inner child, with your heart space, and start allowing the body to talk to you and receive its message, talk to it. I'm sorry you're feeling this way. What do you need, body of me? What else can I do for you? How else can you feel safe? How can we work together as a team so that we receive this inspirational energy coming through and can interpret it without distortion, without fear, without not being grounded, where we're feeling a little up here maybe, not quite grounded, embodied. And that's why Mother Earth came in with her nature talk to you, because she helps you with this. Okay, she helps you with that. Ooh, allow the body to relax, feel safe, so that your messages come in strong. You have a massive gift, Aisling. Huge. It's huge. It's extraordinary. And it's just like it's like we're rewiring the radio. Okay, it's like we just want to rewire that radio so that there's no static anymore, and that you're just tuning into the station that you want to receive those messages coming through. I am literally saying so much coming through, and I'm just wondering, is it filtering in the way you need, so that you're feeling absolutely freaking wonderful and very sure, very trusting. This is the word trust, and surrendering and allowing each and every step forward, be it with any relationships, purpose work, healing work, knowing, serving, loving self. So that was a big message that came in there for you. This is like the upgrade, the leveling up. You've had one before, and now is that next one. So a lot of golden light energy wanting to come in through him and to you, to this dragon. So just allowing that raw power in, that raw gold energy. It's very like the Christ conscious energy, the enlightenment energy, and just allowing everybody just to receive that. It's like beautiful petals of gold falling down and just coming into our energy fields. And then when we're ready, just receiving that. So we're just going to invite that to be received right now, and that balancing of all our auric emotional levels that we're connected with earth and with sky. The divine feminine, the divine masculine. Waru kuru rawa shawur kun taname hesewa asha lika nusuru ka santana utukudu helwa arkan santana makui mahakanash kurosho kamshkana hese komosho kamichkama chikma antkali wa asha kurukum ewa ala hiwa asharukum kalichimana ke wa akarkum ewa la e hunama hasakara kutujuma alla wa aini e li sharu Li sharu lasham karu aye. Big breath in. And sigh into the body, sigh into the energy. You're doing really well. Love that. That was super powerful. Thank you for allowing me into your energy stream and experiencing that. Beautiful. Hi, Sonia. Hi, Eileen. I'm just seeing a couple of you there. Hello, beautiful, beautifuls. Donna, you're feeling that breaking the shackles. There's so much. It's actually, I know I even had this conversation with Tara and Gina, because I see the two of you here recently, about that whole, we're breaking through all of these barriers, we're breaking through these chains, some of them self-imposed, some of them carry through bloodlines, some of them carry through other lifetimes of where we've just been the light and the dark and experienced all of what that meant and all of what this meant. And now it's like we're merging both. And we're in that period right now. We're in the whole thing with COVID is this period right now. We're bringing the light and the dark together. Neither one is right nor wrong, but together when they're transmuted, accepted fully and healed through that, if there is even any healing to be made, but just that we're not afraid of it anymore and that we're allowing what that is, what the truth of that is to us and in each other, the reflections, the mirrors that we're seeing and sensing around us and what it's bringing up for us and the triggers that are happening and the releasing of the old, the anger, the repression, the suppression, right? The grief. And we mightn't even understand it, what we're feeling sometimes, but it's just really old stuff coming up. And we're holding space for self right now. We're holding space for others, but also for self. So this period of the Venus in retrograde is another space holding and asking, well, are you ready now? This is the choice, the free will. Are we ready now to let those codings, those enslavement codes, those chains, those barriers, those keeping small, those shieldings we put across ourselves to keep us protected? Are we ready? That not good enough, the lack of self-love. Are we ready? Are we willing to let that go? Are we willing to receive more? Are we willing to love ourselves enough? And to believe it, and to receive it, and to allow it. And yeah, I'm still asking myself those questions. Sometimes I'm like, yes, 100%. And then other times it's like something comes up and I'm questioning, right? It's okay to question, but it's also very nice to have that guiding hand to bring us back. What's the guiding hand? It's coming in. It's coming within. Guiding hand can help come within and find your inspiration. Find the beauty in life for you. If that's somebody that you're connecting with, if somebody is inspiring to you, connect with them. If it's going out in nature, seeing the sunsets, allowing yourself to experience that heart opening, right? If it's an intimate relationship where you just look into their eyes and they melt you into a puddle of love, then that's it. It's find where that beauty is so that you experience that love. And that's just the beauty of life, like birth. And even the beauty in death, those that we say goodbye to, because death is a rebirth. And can we trust that? Can we allow that? Can we be a guiding hand in that? For self, for others, for family. And just loving all that is. So yeah, that's the releasing of chains too, right? Okay, so Bella, you're coming into my mind to pull for you. And I will go out for a walk soon because I spent a really long time with Ashleen. But that message is collective as well. It's not just for her. So that's why I'm thanking her as well for allowing that to come through for everybody. Bella, this is the Divine Feminine pack. Bella Moon, by the way, just in case there's two Bellas. Lots going on in the sacral, Bella. Lots going on in the womb space. Lots of like, I want to use the word turmoil or turbulence, like I've been in an airplane and it's just, you know, like going a bit maddo. So I'm wondering, is that churning? Are you sensing and feeling that churning? Because that feels like a womb clearing. And when we're talking about the womb, I'm instantly hearing your mother coming in. So as women as well, and as women with wombs, men have wombs too. It's the Hara space, but essentially when I'm connecting with you, right, you specifically, it is very much the mother coming in, the healing of the mother relationship and ourselves as mothers. And that could even be, if we're not physically mothers, mothers of the earth, mothers of our dreams, of our desires, right? The nurturer us, that's part of the divine feminine, and fully stepping into that and healing where we didn't receive that as babies, children, teens, adults. The anger, the resentment at the repression of even the feminine, and you know, when we talk collectively, even healing that as well, as that's reflected up in the mother. And when I say mother, I'm hearing also, I'm seeing like everything, to be honest. It's like the magic woman, the healer, the oracle, the daughter, the sister, in the sisterhood of the feminine. So us trusting fellow women. This is that, not the lower feminine of judgment, comparison, cattiness. This is that, can we come into the trust and heal all of that was, right? Whether it was even in childhood with kids saying you're picked last for the team. It could be this kind of stuff even coming up. But very much the mother is coming in first with the womb, okay? And with the mother, the grandmother, the great-grandmother, this is like the generational healing coming through, and your womb will speak to you. Are you allowing space and time for you to connect with your womb space right now, Bella? And when I'm saying that, there's a connection from the womb space to the heart space, and allowing that love for the womb, talking to the womb, what the womb wants to say, what message she has, the deep acceptance of self that comes with that, from being a woman in your body, in your life right now, whether you even have a physical womb. This isn't got to do with whether you even have a womb or not. Okay, this is that connection with that energetic space. And any time that we felt that's let us down, through illness, through even painful periods, through not having one, through birth, through not being able to birth, through, I just keep seeing this, the mother wound. So asking what that is for you right now, what needs to happen. Is there a holding on? Is there programs even coming through that you're recognizing that aren't yours, that were actually passed down through the mother? The word safety coming in. Was it safe to be in your body? Was it safe to be a woman? Was it safe to be your full true expression of self, your sensuality, your sexuality, your speech, your truth, your creation, your creativity, your body, your physical body, in the sense of how it moves, how it shows up, what you wear, how, like all of that, and releasing and stripping the judgments of time, releasing and stripping the judgments of repressed truth, releasing and stripping all of the humiliations, the word humiliation is coming in, all of the sacrilege, the desecrations of the wombs that have happened through violation, through even a look or a thought pattern that was in somebody else, but you felt it, you sensed it, or was passed down through the motherhood, okay, through the mother line. So anywhere and everywhere that is, and this is deeply connected with what Earth is experiencing right now, because this is Venus in retrograde, this is the going down within, so that she rises in her true power. Okay, she's coming up to rise. The divine feminine is coming up to rise. And are we ready to receive her without anger, without that, like, but just in harmony? Where anger is coming in. So is there any repressed anger there of stuff that wasn't allowed to be felt? I wasn't allowed to feel this way, or I wasn't allowed to say this, I wasn't allowed to think this way, I wasn't allowed to act that way, anywhere that is. And again, that's the enslavement programs, okay, just showing up in a different way. So anywhere that is, releasing that across all time, space, dimensions, and realities, forgiving those that we felt it from, be it cultural, education system, financial system, be it in the religious systems, anywhere that is, releasing, revoking, rescinding all contracts, vows, binds and oaths with that. Because you were free and you were a sovereign being, and claiming your sovereignty through this right here, right now, bringing back all of your power through all time and space. Anywhere your power was taken away, anywhere your voice was taken away, bringing it back home to your truth right now. And a card just fell. This is yours. Of course it is. Just when we're talking about freedom, this is the freedom card. We're talking about sovereignty. We're talking about claiming your power, claiming your truth. This is the freedom card. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. Love is what sets me free. I am married to my own soul. The saint of true freedom, Mira. So let's see what needs or wants to come through for Bella and the collective. This is very much a collective card again. This feels like, can you trust what you're seeing? Can you trust what you're seeing around you and the messages coming through to you? Trust is a big word coming in around this. And what is stopping you from trusting? What's preventing you from fully surrendering to that trust? And anywhere your soul, and I want to just say, open the body when you're receiving this, open the sitting space, allow that breath to come down, like all the way down, in through the legs, out through the feet. So just keep breathing in and out. This feels like, okay, can you keep breathing? Just soften the shoulders. Keep trusting the breath. Come in, trust with the breath in. And hold and release. Surrender on the breath out. Can I trust? And keep surrendering. And just continue in this way, softly in, softly out, not controlling. Like you're a leaf on a tree and the wind is just picking you up and letting you down. Okay, just allow that breath in and out like that. And just keep that way. Breathing is extremely important for you, Bella. The word oxygenating of your blood is very important for you right now. Is there anywhere that you're feeling flat? Are you physically flat in your energy system? Is everything feeling quite hard, like you're walking through mud, or thickness, right? Even in seeing and sensing, in allowing things to come, whatever your manifestations are, is it feeling like, oh, I have to pick myself up because I have to do it, because I have to keep going, rather than it being ease and flow and grace and beauty, right? So the breath for you, it's a feeling, and just let me know if when you're listening to this, I'm not sure if you're here now, but this sense of there's a deoxygenation, and I need you to breathe. I need you to breathe. Please breathe. Stop holding yourself off from the breath. Breathe. It's safe to breathe. It's okay. The breath is free. Nobody's going to take that from you, even if they've tried to take everything else. If that's what it feels like, just keep breathing. And if you're punishing yourself and that is stopping you from breathing because it feels hard to breathe because you've kind of collapsed in, open the body right now, put the hands up and just go, oh, I surrender to the breath. Come in, breath. I trust you, breath. I trust you got me, breath. You got me. I thank you. I love you. Thank you, breath. I breathe you in. Oh, and if you just need to do it that way, just let it in, let it out, and then slow it right down. If you feel yourself getting lightheaded, that's the body just starting to kind of go, whoo, or it's trying to control it. If you're feeling yourself lightheaded, the body's wanting control how it comes in, and just become aware again. Move. And breathe. Notice if you're doing labor breath, are you breathing this way? Because that's going to make you feel lightheaded too. So I know this is really simple, but I really feel with the breath, okay? Becoming an open channel, an open chalice for you to receive that breath is super important for you. And if you need to hum on the breath because it's easier for you to do that, just go, and breathe in again. And allow a sound out, and allow the sound to guide the length of the breath for you, because the sound will open up the throat. It'll open up the airways and it'll vibrate down to your root to ground you as you breathe as well. So you're not breathing up here. And this is where you get the dizziness, right? So come back down. Hold yourself. Okay, Bella. So this is the card about embodying love, to let you do what's right for your own life and for others. And this is no matter what anybody else thinks. This is about releasing the fear of judgment, releasing the constructs of others judging us, releasing the constructs of being confined in the projections of others. Okay, and that might still happen. This is a thing, right? What would be the worst thing that could happen if others judge me or project onto me? Asking ourselves this question, the ego mind. What is the ego really truly afraid of? you becoming or being. That's your true nature. What would happen? Who would you lose? What would you lose? Because this feels like that's what's constricting you in the breath, in the body, and also in fully with ease and grace stepping into your truth and your abundance and your love and your joy and your freedom. Your freedom of thoughts, your freedom through your body and in relationships, travel, experience. So this card, this woman, Mira, she was a poet and mystic from India. She was born a princess. And she had to marry somebody she didn't want to in the 1500s because she considered Krishna, who would be a god in the Indian culture, one of the gods, to be her true husband. So she felt she was married, just like, you know, you'd hear people say married to the Christ conscious energy, and that in the union with the divine. That's what this is, okay? Union with the divine. And again, this union with the divine masculine, the divine feminine. So the legend says that her husband's family tried to kill her several times for defying the social customs and expectations of a wife. So take a breath in, because there's a past life instantly coming in where this actually happened to you. And just breathe in, because you were both on one side and on the other, and there may be memories in your body system of this. When you allow yourself to express your truth, you get fucking killed. Okay? It's not just judgment or projection, because I said judgment. It was like you lost your life. And some part of you remembers this. And some part of you has created a massive amount of boundaries, shieldings, protection mechanisms around you to stop that from happening again. Because of the grief and the pain of those you love turning against you. And how could you trust? How can you trust God? How could you trust Earth? How could you trust your body? How could you trust those that you love if this is what happened when you were your true self? So anywhere that's been in any lifetime of yours now, rescinding or revoking any oath, any binding, any protection there through all time, space, dimensions and realities. I'm just seeing multiple lifetimes actually right now, like even you're being on the pyre and you're being floated out, like the husband's died and you're thrown into the pyre as well, and you're burned with it just makes no sense to you, and you're like, why is this happening? Why am I following the culture? Why is this the truth? Why am I being told this is the truth? It's not fair, it's not just, it's not right. It feels violating. And anywhere that feeling of violation is still in the body, because you're holding it in that soul essence, I'm inviting all those aspects of you now, all those fragments, those energies to come home to the truth and the love of all that you are. Breathe them in. Back home to the harmony. Forgive me, where I've experienced that, where I felt that. I forgive you, all those people that did this, because you're free. I release and let you go. And anywhere I've held on to this, I release and I let it go. And anywhere I've held on to it in self, I release and let it go. So just talk to yourself this way. Bring that forgiveness, that love in, because that wants and needs to happen here. Okay. Oh, I didn't even know this. So I'm reading this. Her husband died. That's the first time I pulled this card, by the way. Her husband died, and they wanted to put her on the pyre to be burned with him, because that's what that's what happened. The wife's life was considered, a woman's, her life wasn't considered valuable, and essentially the husband was the meaning. So if he died, she had no meaning. Her life had no meaning. She didn't belong because he owned her. So anywhere those kind of feelings are as well, releasing that, because that's what this, I'm just reading down to this, I didn't realize that. So this is about the cultural expectations, the rules and the constructs that culture has on us, how we need to show up, how we express, how we experience. And we're seeing that outside of ourselves now with our freedoms being locked down. Okay, and how we have to show up in shops or in society or with each other. Okay, from a perception of this is what keeps us safe. All right, I'm not saying this is true or not true. I'm just feeling to your own feelings around this, because it could be showing up in certain ways right now as a pattern within. Okay. Okay. She became the symbol of people's suffering, of persecution, and kind of a symbol of what happens when you try to defy the political, the cultural, the social norms. So this card, when you pull this card, Bella, this is about, we make choices based on external expectations. on how we think other people would perceive our actions. Before I picked this card, I was saying this to you about projections and perceptions and judgments of others. So this is what this card is reinforcing again, what I was saying there. And this is about doing what's right for you, not what others expect you to do, not on how the rules are that you need to show up as. Okay? Even if others judge you for it, can you do what's right for you? And this is the fear of being persecuted. And it can convince us that it's not safe to be truly who we are. So there's love that's far larger than the human constructs, okay, and cultural values. And love isn't bound by any idea of what's socially acceptable. Love is what sets us free from the expectations that bind us. Love is whatever way it finds us, asks us to be loyal to our own soul. Any outside force or person who asks us to betray our most intimate relationship with the divine is not acting out of love. They're acting out of fear or control. This is really about letting go of all of the control that has been put upon you by others, but also by self. So that's what this card is about. So the rules didn't apply to her. That's what she felt. So that's what this is. She's a rule breaker. She defies expectations in order to be her true self. And she wants you to marry your own soul. What the question is here is what holds you back from expressing your truth. So that's yours, Bella. There's a lot of belief systems that will unravel through this, and I will just see, is there anything she wants to come through to say? Is there any energy that wants to come through? I revoke and I rescind anywhere where I've kept myself small so that I follow the rules. Anywhere that is, release that right now. And all those bindings and those constructs with that. So for what I'm seeing is like almost a binding across, running through the heart, running through your solar plexus, and all the way down like almost from shoulder to hip across one side, like a seatbelt, so you can never fully go forward. You're being held back. So anywhere that is now, we're inviting that mechanism there, that energy transfer to be released, revoked, rescinded across time, space, dimensions, and energies. Sanu hukamalai shwanamali wala sham karawurik mali ishtika krishna malakati but kutabai what that kutu shanim kutu untku alwa ikant kuri imshana ai aka arana sant ko urwa yi walu ku shara kine meshe wa ashant kuru sham kane. Wow, lovely, thank you. Right, we've just gotten 2 cards done. I think it's been nearly an hour. Holy moly, let's see. Yes, oh my god. These are not taken, they're not quick readings, but there you go. But they're for everybody, so just receive what it is for you. Hi Pooja, hello from India, lovely to have you. Okay. I'm going to pull one more. I'm going out for my walk and I'll come back some other time during the day. You can just catch. I might do another one. All right. Let's see who else is coming through. All right. I'm going to pull. These are the Val Young deck, where she hand paints these and she gets the little messages through in them. She's from Wales. Very powerful. Dragon communicator, essentially. A lot of messages through dragons. Very beautifully done. Beautiful. So let me see. Claire, this is for you, Claire Booth. Ooh, that popped out straight away. Calling in your dragon energy now to surround you. And as I call in the dragons, actually your angels come in as well. There's a lot of angelic energy around you with the dragon energy. That crown I'm like doing my head, so I'm just going to release any energy that was there with the last reading. And this is the dragon that's coming through. Beautiful life force, yin yang, even like the yin and the yang here, right? The light and the dark, the male, the feminine, cosmic soul energy here massively, like creation, a lot of creation energy. So what does it say here? This is one of the cosmic dragons. And this is about bringing movement, flow, and harmony through the planetary and cosmic alignments that are continually occurring at this time, okay? And something very special is happening within Earth, as she is engaging in her galactic dance also. And as above, so below. And as within, so without. So this is for us too, okay? Come and be with me for a while, and you will sense the flows as they ripple through your body, for you are part of this galactic dance also. So Claire, actually there's so much happening, lots of crown stuff, lots of third eye stuff, and there's a lot of astral traveling at night for you. And are you even leaving during the day? Are you in meditation traveling? Because there's just a lot of this feeling of moving into that energy stream that's out there. And we're just going to say like, cool, awesome, beautiful. You're receiving loads, come back in, bring it back down into the earth for yourself as well, so that you're embodying all that energy really fully into every single cell of your body as you move and as you breathe and as you call in what you want to create in the movement forward, the dance with life, the dance with your energy, the dance with the energies of others around you. This feels like you're dancing. And can you flow in the dance with that? Can you allow those movements just to bring you to the place you need to be at the right time, meeting the right people at the right time? This feels like this is about also, I am getting soul tribe family thing here now coming in. And when you are doing all this calling in, don't forget to bring it down and send it through the grid system. So the gridding system being the ley lines through Earth, and that you have actually a massive power and connection with that. And you already could be doing this, by the way. So just bringing forth that deep rooted connection right into the gridding system, and that these dragons will actually flow through you, run through your light body system, and anchor in those messages that you're sending outwards to your partners, your friends, your family, but also your tribe, like the tribe of you. So I'm not sure if you're actively calling in a tribe soul family, but your soul is, and Earth is here to send that message out to them so they hear you. It's like we send off little, light bulbs pinging, ping, 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 ping. And then that is, those souls need your energy at this time. They need your wisdom at this time. And it's even you finding those that will also spark you even more, right? And this is the whole balance of this, the yin, the yang, the beauty that within one is like a key, and with the other is the lock, and they have a key and you have a lock, and it's this sense of coming together, and we're opening each other, and that massive expansion and inspiration that can happen from that, and it's a pure gift. So this energy is coming in really strong for you, just to bring forth that knowing, that knowledge. Butterfly I'm seeing now, and this is the whole thing of transformation. And while we are transforming and we're in the chrysalis and we're gooing up in the muck and the mire of what we once were, right? Our old beliefs, our old feelings, our old emotions, and we're in that goo, and we're melting down, and it can be uncomfortable. It can be like we don't want to be there. It doesn't smell so good. It doesn't feel so good. It's tight. It's constricting. We're in the cocoon, and we're just like, oh God, when will we be finished with this? When will this be over? And it's like, it's okay. Take the breath into that space if you've just come out of it, and we can't come out of it too soon, or our wings won't be developed properly, right? Sometimes we want to force this. We want to force ourselves out of the cave, or we want to force ourselves out of the cocoon. But if you do that to a butterfly, it can't fly because its wings haven't fully developed in that cocoon mire space, right? The goop and the glump. So give yourself the time, because now is the time. And even in the retrograde, this is that time of, like, there's another opportunity for us, because it can feel like, geez, I've been in there before and come back in again. How many more times? It's not about that, and just let that go. But it's just further, can we allow that dance in and then come out to dance out? And knowing that we can come in and come out that way and be okay with it, not be attached to it in any way either. So it's that sense of, well, I'm not attached to having to be in the cave and I have to be on my own when I'm processing or working through things, but actually there's a mirror there, and I can come out and I see the light of the sun reflected back onto me, and I know I'm the sun too. So it's this sense of not being attached and not being detached, like not giving a crap, but coming back into that space of non-attachment. And that's where your dance can come in. That's where your movement comes in beautifully for you, because you have an absolute gorgeous energy field. What else wants to come in with that dragon? So connecting with your earth star right now even more is quite beneficial. And there's that sense of the balancing, the root, the sacral, the solar plexus, coming into your power more, the heart space, opening the sacred heart even more in the truth center, third eye and crown. Yeah, that's fairly good. Just releasing that. And then it's almost like allowing that access upwards even more, allowing that access up into the rest of those chakra systems that aren't really talked about. Like I'm just saying 22 and above, because you're aligning with that energy now as well. And this is very beautiful, creative energy, beautiful golden energy, beautiful energy of an enlightenment, expansion, the opening of new ideas, new perspectives for you coming in. And that earth star, when we're anchoring it into the earth star and clearing what was, like karmic stuff, clearing what was, even the memories of the soul that maybe can keep us a little stuck or in one place, when really we want to dance. I want to be like the butterfly and fly here and fly there, and not be, it has to look this way. And to be successful, one must do X, Y, Z. And you have to follow A to B to C to D exactly. You can't go from A to Y. So it's like all of this, releasing that as well, about what it needs and has to look like, and what other people are telling you. And some part of your soul is going, it's not meant to be that way for you. You're a unique butterfly. Your back colors aren't the same as everybody else's. They're not supposed to be. Your energy is unique to you. You're not supposed to mold it to somebody else or say their words. You're here to find your own, and you're in that space right now of really connecting in with that truth. Like that is there to resonate very powerfully through your body. You will know it. You will feel it. You will feel it like a rush going through you. And that's when you know, and that's there for you to trust it. Trust, like, can you trust that? Can you trust that? Even if it doesn't make logical sense, can you trust it? And there may be that sense of you're trying to convince, if there is any sense of, not that you are, but that you make like this program that will come in, how will I convince or prove to others that this is the truth for me and they're wanting to bring me this way, even if it's like a family member or a friend or a guide, a mentor or whatever, that maybe you do know. Just breathe it in. Ooh. And maybe that feels like too much responsibility, and it's like, oh, how am I supposed to know everything? It's not about that either. It's about developing this beautiful trust with that part of you, that knowingness part of you, even more right now. Shulwana usukuru nagta chinama usuru ta'aka sini wani ishiwa ashara ikika alawa nakaru kushant kurushawasa henima asankana sehishwara heshwal huro ikala warsha kurushnasane sansara sana isewa ishi kwa antak aurukur hiwa aku hilwa ahrar shubkaru kumsnahe. So let me know if you're having like Kundalini rising stuff happening, or you're feeling a sense of that going on. So this is wanting to reactivate within you and within your energy stream right now as well. Perhaps you're doing Kundalini yoga as well, like allowing that flow forth even more. Claire, because that's coming in. And right now, this is making sense. Okay, thank you. Take a breath in. Oh, and I'm just going to massage my head and release any energy I'm having, feeling coming out with this that's coming in. So as I was doing that, that was like literally a snake coming in and running up through the body system and like pinging you. Okay, so that really is massively coming in. But the memories of you when you are actually a master of this, or teacher of this, the memories of the priestess you, the memories of the divine knowing you, okay? And this is deep feminine stuff, deep, even the word dark feminine, the knowing of the dark feminine within, and being able to have that dance with the light and that access to that massive power of co-creation and creation within all of space. This is even like, it's fairly woo-woo language. But it is kind of like, I don't know how to bring that into the words to make it make sense. So I can only describe it and how I'm feeling it and sensing it. There's a massive heat in my back, like I've just broken out in a sweat around my root and sacral. So I have that feeling like there's a lot of energy there, and it's just wanting to kind of come up and do that dance within you, which is why I think I saw that sense of you dancing, and why we've pulled the cosmic dancer of the dragon, right? And you are just starting to access a lot of stuff, but also bring in a lot of new stuff, accessing what was old and known and what you've already practiced in other lifetimes and other systems and other planets, but also bringing forth that energy and the new energy coming in right now. Beautiful, powerful, gorgeous, delicious. Keep grounding to the Earth Star, because it's so, like, it'll want to pop your head off. So just keep bringing it in and keep grounding it down into the ley lines, the grid work, the earth womb. All right, my sweet, let me know if that is making sense. Claire, yes, you're feeling all of that. It's quiet but powerful. Yeah. Okay, you're already doing that. Good. Okay. Awesome. I have a feeling that, like, what I'm seeing now is within your eyes are the cosmos, so that when people even look at you, they will start to have an awakening. Those that will come into your presence, your energy stream, will just start remembering stuff. They mightn't even understand it at a conscious level, but looking into your eyes, like there's something with your eyes. I've never met you. Looking into your eyes is like looking into the eyes of the dragon almost. It's like, it's that absolute, they'll get lost in that universe, the universe that you're holding, all that knowledge and wisdom that's there, and just that energy coming out of there. It doesn't always have to be in words. So like what you said, quiet but powerful. That's the presence that you're holding, and that's here to be anchored in. Thank you. Amazing, beautiful. Thank you for allowing me to feel that. Wow. Because that was your priestess you coming in, girl. I love it. I'm going to leave it at that. I know we just got 3 cards done. I will come back later on. I'll be popping in and out, and I'll just pull the odd name here and there. So let me know what you're feeling, because this is all collective stuff. It's not just specifically for the person I'm reading. It is collective, and what resonates with you is that card's meant for you too. And the light language that's coming through, the attunement, the activation that's coming through, the clearing that's coming through on that is also for you. So just allow yourself to receive it. And there's a little bit of fun in that. All right, my loves, I will see you soon. Later, I'm going to go for a walk. Lots of love. Mwah.